This is going to be a really quick, down and dirty review of the first season of Walking Dead. This will be enough to get you up to speed and enjoy the show. We have a police officer or sheriff's deputy, Rick Grimes, who falls into a coma. And when he's in the coma, a zombie apocalypse occurs. He wakes up from the coma, and he has to figure out what's going on because his entire life has been turned upside down. Everybody he knows is gone. Everybody is dead. There's zombies everywhere. He has no idea what's happening. And for you zombie experts out there, yes, that is very similar to the opening scenes of the movie 28 Days Later. As he makes his way out of the hospital, he sees that something's wrong. He doesn't quite understand what's going on. He sees the undead around him, and he meets up with a father and his son, who kind of explain everything to him, tell him what he missed. Hey, there's zombies everywhere. This is what you got to do to protect yourself. He eventually parts ways with his father and son and goes off to find his own family. After ending up in the zombie-infested city of Atlanta, he meets up with another group who miraculously just so happens to contain his wife and his son and his best friend Shane, who is also a cop. And it's well into the second season before we, the viewer, know that Rick kind of had an idea that his wife had hooked up with his best friend Shane, but he really holds no ill will against that because, after all, they thought he was dead, and Shane protected his wife and kid. So it worked out okay. But Shane kind of resents Rick returning to the picture. And even though they were best friends, you know, the whole zombie apocalypse thing is weighing down on his shoulders, and he is slowly becoming mentally unstable. So you have this group of survivors living outside of town, and through zombie attack, and then some people headed their own way, the party gets smaller. So what's left of the party decides to head back into town to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, hoping that there is some civilization there or maybe a cure there. And when they get to the CDC, they do not find exactly what they were hoping for. And at the end of the first season, the CDC generators are failing and the CDC is destroyed. So our faithful heroes head back out into Zombieland, with the hopes of possibly heading to Fort Benning, Georgia, or some other military installation where they could maybe find some safety from this zombie apocalypse around them. Alright, so that is The Walking Dead Season 1 in a nutshell. That's it. In our next video, we'll start talking about Season 2.